Does anybody agree with the statement that 80% of your loan volume is done through your top 20% of your loan officers? Right? It's why we're all spending so much time on recruiting and retaining top talent. We ask the question, though, why can't every LO function like your best LO? At Velocify, we're literally obsessed with this question. We've been obsessed with it for more than a decade. For those of you that know us, we comb through our data, we spend time with our clients, and we try to figure out the answer to this. And what we've seen, spending a lot of time with the best LOs, is that the best LOs are great communicators. And we think that's really good news, because in order to get your not best LOs to become like your best LOs, they really don't have to change much. We collectively can change the science of what we do so that they can spend more time on the art of selling. And so let's think about some of these things that our best LOs do. Our best LOs use proactive communication as a differentiator. Not just to check in with people, not just to check in with the people that have gone dark, but as a way to sell themselves, educate the borrower, and establish your brand, ensuring a commitment. So at Velocify, we actually provide automation and guidance to help all of your LOs be proactive with communication. So your best LOs, they do things like they respond to new leads immediately and with a purposeful message. Velocify helps keep new leads at the forefront. Your best LOs seem to know detail about each borrower and exactly what's happened along the way. Velocify enables all of your LOs to do this with just one click. Your best LOs, they use email. And because they know every detail about the borrower, they always seem to send that exact right email. For example, when the best LO speaks to a borrower, but they aren't ready to complete an application yet, they immediately send them an email thanking them for their time and suggesting next steps. They probably actually send a series of emails over days, weeks, months if the borrower's out going to shop for a house. But the point is they send them emails that are specific to their situation, explaining why this LO, why me, the best LO, is the best person to help. Your best LO uses text messages, and then speaking of live demos, if Ben happens to get a text message during this, it could really change things. But your best LOs use text messages, and they use text messages in the same strategic way as we just talked about email. Again, the best text messages at the right time. Text messages actually get an 85% open rate, but if you don't use them at the right time, they can ultimately hurt your conversion rate. Your best LOs know this, and they use this. Your best LOs use tools like video, which can increase the open rate by 20%, and actually, when there's video, things get forwarded 4 times more often, right, than just things with text alone. And your best LOs are actually combining all of this because multiple channels, that in and of itself gives them a 15% additional response rate. And so Velocify and our Loan Engage product automatically send proactive communication, and they prioritize every LO's activity to be just like your best LO with one click. Speaking of amazing proactive communication using multiple touch points, your best LOs are just as good with their referral partners as they are with the borrowers. So your best LOs, they provide proactive updates to realtors, CPA, builder partners throughout the process, and they do this via phone, via email, via text. And your best LOs, it means they don't get deals flipped because their partners find out about everything from them rather than the borrower. And so Velocify's Loan Engage automatically sends proactive communication via email and text to your partners just like your clients, ensuring that every LO uses proactive communication just like your best LOs with one click. The best LOs, they also track volume and performance of each partner to determine the best method of nurturing. And the best organizations do this organizationally wide, and the best LOs use that information. The best LOs are aggressive about co-marketing with their partners. Best organizations need to encourage this while ensuring that it's RESPA compliant. And so Velocify's Loan Engage automatically sends co-branded emails so every LO can work closely with their most important partners, but in a compliant manner. Bottom line, Velocify's Loan Engage allows LOs to easily and effectively manage partners. Your best LOs, they focus on advice, not price. The best LOs don't get price shopped because they add value by aligning with the client's financial goals. The best LOs, they find tools to help engage the borrowers with relevant, timely loan information that's easy to understand. In fact, 35% of top producers use Mortgage Coach. Mortgage Coach enables the best LOs to guide a borrower through the materials provided while speaking on the phone, building the relationship. And with Mortgage Coach, even though the LO is looking at one screen and the borrower is looking at another, probably on a mobile device, they can be sure that they're looking at the exact same details, even if a change is made in real time. According to their research, 61% of the time a borrower does not get a commitment is because they're confused about fees, terms, and costs. And so Mortgage Coach comes embedded in Velocify Loan Engage, so all of your LOs can provide sound mortgage advice to their customers on any device in real time, just like your best LOs. Your best LOs work smarter, not harder. I got that backwards when I was practicing earlier. But your best LOs work smarter, not harder. And so they're in the right place at the right time because they know things like when a borrower opens one of these presentations. And the best LOs use all the resources available to track borrower behavior to determine the next best follow-up communication. When you integrate all your systems together and put all the important information in one place, it's easily accessible and the LOs will use it, just like your best LOs. Examples include following up on applications from your consumer portal that don't work all the way through and easily sending the information needed for an application over to the LOS. Loan Engage is easily configurable so that the third-party information can be all in the same place and usable by all of your LOs, just like your best LOs. Finally, the best LOs, they focus on their portfolio because increasing client retention by as little as 5% increases profits by as much as 80%. And so your best LOs, they're doing annual mortgage reviews, which means that they're going through your LOS and they're finding clients that are most likely to commit. And your best LOs are going to call these clients, email these clients, text these clients, and send them a professional proposal, not just a teaser rate. And so Loan Engage automatically sends personalized invitations and schedules follow-up calls, all triggered by the funding information in an LOS with no manual work required by the LO. In conclusion, thank you for the opportunity to talk about Velocify's obsession with making every LO the best LO. We'd love to have you stop by our booth and talk to you about your best LO so that we can bring it to life.